Okay, so I've got this wheel and tyre. Came off a trials car, I think, or a trailer of some sort. But the tyre's really good. I got a set of these. Really nice tread. It'd be perfect to go on the taxi. So I'm going to take this tyre off the rim, put onto the taxi rail. Now I've got my manual changer. This is quite handy because I can take it away when I'm not using it. I've just bolted this down to the floor. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the valve, let the air out, use the bead breaker and try and start the process, and go from there. So first thing is to take the valve core out, and obviously makes that much easier then, especially to remove the bead. There's not, well, there we go, there's nothing in it anyway. So there we go, keep the little valve. So I've got the wheel upside down. There's a little rectangular piece underneath there that holds the rim. So basically just get that in the groove between the wheel and tyre. Put your lever in and push it down. There you go. It's never often as easy as that. Sometimes you can struggle for ages because it's been on there so long it's welded almost. But yeah, this has gone nice and easy. So I'm going to turn this around, do it in a few different locations, and then I can flip it and do the other side. I've done it at a few places now. Seems to be coming off nice and easy, so let's just jump on it. There we go. The bead is now away from the rim on that side. I'll flip it over and do the next side. There's a little triangular piece there. It's almost a bit like a stopper really. Goes into the rim, stops it pulling back. Same for this one. Okay, yeah, sometimes the bead doesn't want to come off, so you push it down with this, and then put something in there to hold the gap while you move it around and do the next bit. This has actually just popped, but just showing you the principle. And then there you go. So that's the bead popped from the rim. Now to bolt it on top and actually remove the tyre. Okay, so I've bolted this down using a wheel bolt and a nut. I'll obviously nip that up. Put the bar in here. Our steel wheels aren't really important, you can just use the old-fashioned bar to get underneath and move it around. But for alloys or anything else you don't want to disturb, I've got this modified this, which I saw online. You've got some scaffold tube welded together. Put that over the top, adjust it to fit, and you've got yourself a duck head like they use on an actual tyre machine. You can put that in there with get the lever to put that underneath, and then you go around like that. Use the bar through here to lever it around, and yeah, it works a treat. Bit of soapy water. So yeah, it gives you both options. You can use that way. For taking this off, a little steel wheel, I'll probably just go around it with the bar the old-fashioned way. So yeah, get that end in there between the tyre and the rim, pick it up, push it back like that, and then you walk it around. Obviously use some soapy water and you basically work that around to get the first bead off. There you go, so that's the top bead off the rim. I'll now pull the tyre up and get that under the lower bead and do the same thing. So I've now got that under the lower bead. Same again, bring that up, drag it along. If it tries to pull itself back down, you can just wedge something in there to stop it filling that gap back up, and work it around from there. Okay, so we're almost there. Another little go. There we go. And that is the tyre removed from your rim. Now, it can be difficult sometimes if the bead is really stuck and it takes a long time to pop it, or getting this going to get the bead over the rim can be quite tough, but I know there's something satisfying about doing it, sense of achievement. Obviously a proper machine would be brilliant, but I don't have the space for one, or the space to get one out my back garden. So this manual one is brilliant. See, when I don't use it, unscrew it, put it away, gets it out of my way. And when I do want to use it, the odd occasion, once, twice a year, then it's a very useful tool. So the tyre's off. I've got 3 more of these to do. I'm then going to clean up these tyres and find the best ones to go onto the taxi. These are actually Super Miler taxi tyres. You see, 6-ply. Really nice condition, almost new, nice chunky tread, would be perfect. And these rims are no good to me, so I'll put them on Marketplace or eBay and try and sell them on. That was a little bit chewed on the edge, but the others are fine. One is almost new. Okay, I'm going to do another wheel, and just so you can see it again. This time I've mounted the camera from this angle. Hopefully it'll stay, just so you get a real-time version. So I'm going to start obviously right from the beginning, taking the valve out, breaking the bead and working it around. So hopefully you get a good view and you'll see how long it actually takes. I'm hoping this bead won't be too difficult. This is quite a new tyre. Actually, this is a brand new wheel. So you can see it's brand new. So I don't think it's been on there that long. So fingers crossed, it's not going to fight me too hard. Lubrication always goes a long way, makes this much easier. Hot soapy water works well. soapy water in the squidgy bottle. Nice and easy. I went first time. I can often be there for 5-10 minutes like this. That was a nice one. Yeah. So it's fully off. The bead is off there. Flip them over. It's a bit harder. This side is usually the hardest side. Try it in a few spots. We've got one of them that will go. There you go. This is going nicely. What, a couple of minutes? Sometimes it could be 20 minutes doing one if it's really tough, but this is a good example. Almost there. There you go. Okay, there we go. I've repeated the process on the others and I have 4 tyres removed from the rims. So yeah, 2 of the beads were a bit difficult to pop, where they've been on there a long time, but the others were good. So yeah, that's how you do it. Using the manual bar. So this is the one that comes with the kit. Normally you have a metal washer that goes on here. You spin this down over the top, and then that bolts the centre of the wheel down. Again, on steels that's fine. For alloys and things like that, that's why I drill the hole and you use a wheel nut or two if needed. I've also got this other bar, wheelmate bar, which has got like this nylon on it so it doesn't scratch, supposedly. Same method. It is good, but it's a bit flawed in its design, because this, so when you go into the lower bead, this goes in and this sort of hits on the top, on the outer part of the tyre. So it'd be better if this was angled this way, so it's chamfered, so it would slide easier. But apart from that, that's a decent attempt. And like I said, next time I'll put a video on with alloys showing you using the duck head, which obviously tries to minimise or avoid any scratching on the rim. I made this out of some scaffold tube, a bit of piping, a couple of brackets. Bought the duck head offline, and it works in the same way, but obviously you get the protection with the nylon sort of plastic coating. So yeah, there we go. 4 tyres removed using manual changer. So if you can't, like me, can't afford or don't have space for a proper machine, you can do it yourself. And it does work up a bit of a sweat, but yeah, there's a lot to be said for it. Good satisfaction. So there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick look at these tyres. It's the same brand I've had before on my other wheel, and yeah, brilliant. Because just take a quick look. So they're the retread tyres, which is absolutely fine. That's what you use on trucks and commercials all the time. Got a nice 8mm of tread all the way around. Good chunky pattern, which I like. Good in damp conditions as well, slush and almost like a winter tyre tread. But the best bit of all, look at that. Retread manufactured in Great Britain. Unbelievable. You don't get much made in the UK anymore, but that is made in Great Britain. So what more do you want? Great British taxi, iconic car using British made tyres. Excellent.